Welcome over to Kolby's Bar, and it's time to rate that shit. This is the segment of the show where we put one, maybe a couple bourbons up here and tell you what we think about it.
That's right. So we've been doing the Horse Soldier. Remember, one of our listeners a couple weeks back brought us a bottle of the Horse Soldier, the premium, and wanted us to try it and rate it on the show. We rated it a 3, and we decided, well, let's get the other two in the line. Let's get the Signature and the Reserve and rate those. So last week we did the Signature. Yeah, we were a little disappointed.
Yeah, but it's still.
I mean, it was good. We gave it a 2, though.
Right.
You know, we gave the premium a 3, and we gave the Reserve a 2. I mean, the Signature a 2.
Signature, right.
Now today we're going to do the Reserve, and this is the most potent of the 3.
There you go.
So we've stepped up in price and we've stepped up in proof. Each old Horse Soldier that we've tried,
Which is interesting on how we rate, because our flavor profiles
is usually,
I have a little bit more of a tolerance for the higher profile than you do.
yeah, I'm usually in the 90s to the low 100s is usually where I like to drink mine, and you like yours a little bit higher.
Yeah.
And we usually don't like anything below 90, but the premium was about 87, I believe, was the proof on the premium. And 87. So it surprised us that we liked it over the 95 proof, which was the Signature.
Right.
So with that said, why don't you, we talk about what we rated them. Why don't you explain our rating system to everybody?
Sure. So for those of you that might be watching us on YouTube, you can see behind me our rating system. And if you're just listening, Apple and Spotify, we have a rating system where we rate our bourbons on a 1 through 4 scale. 1 is pretty much the lowest level for us. We're not, it just didn't meet our profile. We didn't enjoy it. 1 we call a brown bag. And that's something that we just would recommend that you don't buy. Obviously, everybody's got their own taste.
Right.
But for Bourbon Buzz and Ballin, we don't recommend that purchase or that bourbon. 2, it's getting a little bit better, but we might want to just mix it with something, maybe some Coke, maybe make your favorite mixed drink
An old fashioned or a Manhattan.
Exactly, and we call that a mixer, obviously. Number 3, it's gotten a lot better, but maybe it's a higher proof bourbon, and you just want to dilute it down with a little water or a cube of some sort. We call that on the rocks. And last but not least, I think most bourbon connoisseurs, aficionado, their favorite way, and the way we certainly recommend to everybody to try your very first taste of any bourbon, and that would be neat.
That's right. Yeah, that's the way bourbon's meant to be drank. That's the way you get all the flavors, all the notes. So yeah, definitely. And like I said on previous episodes, always try it that way your first sip, because that way you know exactly what that bourbon's going to taste like. So,
well, and before you say it, another tip I think is that we really haven't mentioned. We've talked a little bit about it. Is the glass. I think for those of you watching, you can see the glass. It's called a Glencairn. Those of you that's just listening, it's just the shape of the glass. It truly adds to the enjoyment.
Kind of a pear shape.
Yeah, or hourglass, however you want to think about it. It just adds to the enjoyment of the bourbon. So I recommend having your own Glencairn, or handful of Glencairns, for those of you that want to become an aficionado and want to taste it and really enjoy everything that the bourbon has to offer.
Well, when you go to do a tasting at a distillery, they're going to give it to you. And, it funnels, because of the shape, it funnels the aromas to your nose, and then it's got the fatter bottom where you can swirl it around and really wake up those flavors.
That's right.
And
it really does add to the whole process, the whole enjoyment of the bourbon.
It does. So, like I said, we're on Horse Soldier number 3. For anybody that might not have listened to the first 2 episodes of the Horse Soldier, I'll give a little backstory. Horse Soldier was started by some veterans that have been serving the country for a long time. They've been pretty much involved in every conflict that we've been involved in going back to the Vietnam War. So they started the American Freedom Distillery. and they wanted to create their own brand of bourbon that they could honor other soldiers, other special forces with, and they came up with the Horse Soldier. Mm-hmm. Interesting thing about the bottle, which it's a gorgeous bottle.
It is.
The shape, the emblem, it's got the monument on there of the soldier on the horse. The bottle is actually molded. The mold was created out of recovered steel from the World Trade Center when the buildings fell for 9/11. So, awesome story.
Really an outstanding product. Honestly, I mean, it's definitely a bourbon that
they're a little pricey.
They're a little on the pricey side, but like Kolby's saying, the bottle itself and the product inside the bottle is worthy of anybody's collection
and to support veterans.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
So it's definitely a worthy cause, and they're in the process of building a new facility that's going to be their flagship production plant in Somerset, Kentucky. So it'd be interesting. Excuse me.
That'll be a fun.
We'll have to go visit that as soon as they get up and running. So. All right, well, let's get back to this one. This one is, like I said, called the Reserve. This is their barrel strength.
Good.
And I mentioned, last week that they're a minimum of 111 proof. Well, this one's a little higher than that. This one just so happens to be 121.4.
All right.
So it's 60.7% alcohol.
So that's the second highest proof we've done on the show, right? Didn't we do a higher proof? Wasn't? I mean, we should have prepared that.
Yeah, we did another one that was in that range, but it's up there. It's either first or second for proof. So yeah, it's a good one. It's going to be up there. Now this one it costs $92. So like I said, the Horse Soldiers are pricey. $62 for the premium, $82 for the signature, and $92 for the Reserve. So a little pricey, but there again, like I said, looks great on the shelf, tastes good, and a worthy cause. So
save that for your good guess.
That's right.
Steer the guess.
Your drunk uncle, give him some of the other stuff.
Yeah, that's where you save some of the Ezra or something. No offense to Ezra, but at any rate.
Now, the age of this, I don't know the exact age, but they describe it as small batches of meticulously blended, matured bourbons. So take that for what it's worth. I'm saying it's going to be probably 4 to 10 year old bourbons.
So here's a question. You might not have the answer. How long have they been in business, Horse Soldier?
I don't think I have that in my notes, but if you hadn't asked me,
I know.
I'm remembering that stuff like you remember names at the poker table.
I can't remember the name for nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember their exact date that they started.
So my question is that do they don't have any of their own 7-year on up?
Right.
So it'll be interesting to taste their flagship and some of the stuff that
as we've learned through our journey, just where you put a barrel inside the rick house can affect the taste.
Yeah, obviously.
So
Kentucky.
Now you're going from they're currently in Ohio and Florida,
right, yeah,
and blending from those locations, and you're going to now be in Kentucky. So their taste may change when they open the new facility. It'll be interesting to see.
It will.
And then again, this is non-chill filtered, so you get that full-bodied experience. And this one being barrel strength, you're going to get all the proof that's coming out of that barrel. So your aroma should be butterscotch, ginger, and cherries.
I definitely visually get butterscotch looking at it. I mean, it's got a really nice color to it.
Nice amber.
Yeah, really nice color. I definitely get vanilla, cherry, sweetness to it. Oaky, little oaky taste, smell.
Yeah, a little bit. Now your taste should be, there again, the butterscotch, like you said, oak, some stone fruits, some cola, ginger, and then on the back end, a little floral.
That's a really good hug.
That's got a lot of flavor to it.
That's a lot of flavor.
I got the cherry.
I got the cola. I got the cola and the butterscotchy. What else did I get from that?
And you know, for 121,
Man,
that's smooth. Yeah, then if you, on that very back end, get a little floral.
it's it coats my mouth. It has, yeah, floral. That's what I meant. The floral on the back end of that. And it's still my mouth is still tasting. Well, after swallowing, I'm still feeling this bourbon. It's got a beautiful hug to it.
That's a nice bourbon.
Nice warm hug. This is definitely a really nice pour.
That is. That's nice. I like that one.
Yeah, it's clear. It's a 4.
You ain't even gonna say rate that shit. You just jump right in there with that 4.
Rate that shit. No, I know it. I knew it immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately when it coated my mouth and I tasted multiple flavors, a little smokiness, a little. I don't want to say tobacco because I've struggled to get tobacco out of some of.
I think it's the cola. I think it's the cola.
I'm tricked on something, but
I think it's the cola.
What I'm not tricked on is this
enjoyment.
This is a great,
pure, full-bodied enjoyment,
and clearly the best product that I've tasted out of them.
Yes, you know it's kind of funny because, and I'm neat. I didn't get my rating, but it's a neat for me also. It's a 4. So with the 3 horse soldiers, we gave a 2, a 3, and a 4.
Right.
But not in the order I would have expected.
No, me neither.
I would have expected it to be 2 for the premium, 3 for the reserve,
yeah, exactly.
and 3 for the signature, and 4 for the reserve.
But we're good that way, though. I mean that honestly. We're good that way, that we detect a fake versus a real good bourbon. Look at the leg on that.
Oh, yes. I mean, you already finished it, and it's still creeping down the side of your glass.
It is. That's a wonderful bourbon. I'm gonna tell you right now. You definitely look at that. I thought I drank it all. That's from the legs.
That came on. Yeah, those are the legs that just drained it back into the bottom.
About it coated our mouth.
Yeah, that's why you get that lingering.
That's it. That bourbon is there to stay, in a good way.
Yes.
Because it's multiple flavors up front and multiple flavors on the back end. I love it.
Yeah.
That's one of the better bourbons that we've rated.
That's up there with Chicken Cock, with Willet.
Very complex.
I would probably order this over the Jefferson's Ocean.
That 24 Voyage 24 is so good.
It was good.
I saw another bottle of that today, and because I'm down to like the little bit left of my Voyage 24. Rush out, and that's by far the most. I mean, that's not a cheap bourbon by any stretch, but that's clearly top shelf.
That is very good.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
That's good. Good choice.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, thanks, Daddy D, for starting us on this horse soldier venture.
Go Dogs.
Horse soldier. I didn't mention.
Hurts my heart.
I didn't mention that the name is because of those soldiers that had to go into Afghanistan on horseback. Horseback. Yeah.
High proof.
121 proof. After drinking Buffalo Trace during the first episode,
you need to put that bottle on lockdown somewhere. Don't let the average Joe come into Kolby's bar and say, "I want to try some of that."
Yeah,
that's a good one.
See, I reverse everything. I put all the shitty stuff on the top shelf so that people think, "Oh, that's top shelf. That must be the good stuff."
Cat's out of the bag now.
I put it up there because I'm short and I can't reach it. Out of sight, out of mind.
That's right. Another good show, man.
Yeah, that's episode 22, part 2 in the books.
The evolution. The show is changing.
So, yeah, in part 1, we mentioned that we're not going to tape next week. It'll be Christmas, the weekend between Christmas and New Year's. So we won't be back until the first week of 2023, the year of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And
We'll have some playoff football to talk about.
Yep. There'll be some playoff football, college playoffs. You know,
I don't know. Maybe we need to tape a quick episode towards the end of next week.
Yeah, we possibly could
for playoff.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if you're going out of town.
Maybe just a day or two.
Gotcha.
So
we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Also, there's gonna be a giveaway.
That's right.
We're gonna have a giveaway. Check out our Instagram feed, and all the details will be on Instagram as to how you get your name entered into the giveaway. It's gonna be a $25 Visa gift card, so you can go out and put it with another $60 and get you about $65, $67. Damn. Anyway, it'll be a $25 gift card.
Put our socials up there.
Socials.
That's our first round of giveaways. We're gonna.
We'll see how much feedback we get from that, and hopefully we get enough where it'll incentivize us to
that bourbon's working on it.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, we appreciate y'all joining us. We hope y'all have a great
holiday season. Yeah, whatever you and your family celebrate, we wish you the best.
Be blessed. Be blessed to other people. And then, of course, smash that like button. Follow us on all our socials. You can see behind us. We're on all the socials: Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, all we want for Christmas
TikTok.
is some like, follows, and shares.
That's it. That's all. We're cheap. We're easy to please.
Doesn't cost anything.
That's right.
And we're gonna pay y'all to do it.
We're gonna give you free money. Email us at bourbonbuzzandballinpr@gmail.com. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we've enjoyed it. 2022 in the book.
In the books
we ended 2022 on episode 22.
We planned
Yeah,
that. We did plan that out.
We can't take credit for that shit.
I was going to.
Well, we'll see you in 23 with episode 23.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.